What's up, guys? Welcome back to House Flipper Remastered. If you're enjoying this series, make sure to leave a like on the video. It would be greatly appreciated. In the last episode, we finished up our custom house project. It probably could have used a little bit more landscaping, specifically in the front yard, but we ended up renting that place out instead of selling it, so we're going to get paid, I think it was $276 per day for an entire year. But what I want to do today is get back to the jobs. Now, some of you guys had let me know that Heart Valley over here is actually unique to this remastered version of the game, so I feel like we kind of have to continue with these. We did already do one previously that was Chapters of Love. Next one is titled Green Haven. It says, Indira and Liam are truly lovebirds. Ever since they met at a bird-watching convention years ago, they've been inseparable from each other and their feathered companions. As their flock has grown, sick pun, they've decided to move to a bigger home and give their birds the gift of a spacious aviary in a peaceful garden. Wait! I forgot to turn off the music. We have to do this again. It turns out that a lot of the cutscene music is not royalty free. So this time for sure.
You
no
know
music?
The saying, birds of a feather? That's Liam and I. No one in the world loves birds as much as we do. Our feathery flock is huge, so we need a lot more space. We've searched for a home like this forever.
Ooh, yeah, it's
This
like a
yard is
farm
perfect.
property.
It'd be a shame to waste it. Let's turn this spot into an eco garden. Add garden beds and put solar panels where they'll get the most sun. And right here, build a big aviary for our chirpy friends. They deserve to spread their wings and play in the skies every day.
I thought someone left the sink
while
on.
they fly, we'll relax
Do you hear it?
with our human flock.
Ooh, we got some cockroaches here, ladies and gents. I kind of want to take care of those things straight away. But here we go. Green Haven. From now on, you can use a lawnmower. Okay, cool. And then we have an axe. Or a chainsaw. Probably gonna choose the chainsaw. I just gotta take care of these things. How did we do this? Wasn't there like a vacuum or something? All I found was the mop. Oh, here we go. That's right. We walk up to it and then we can pull out the vacuum cleaner. Disgusting. Some of you might have seen on Discord, I've been kind of remodeling my basement a little bit. My brother and sister-in-law moved out into an apartment, so now is the perfect opportunity for me to go, oh, there's one, to go through there and, you know, hang some new doors, do some trim. Nothing real crazy, but I did find a single cockroach, and I'm starting to look at the entire house a little bit differently now. Not ideal. It is not ideal. I should probably spray for bugs. All right, that's all of the cockroach nests, I believe. There could be some upstairs. They're usually found around, like, decaying food. I mean, that's kind of their job in nature, right? They're not really, I mean, they're gross, but they're just doing their job. You know, they're just doing their job at the end of the day. All right, and here's our fancy new chainsaw. So what tree or which trees did they want cut down? Does it say on the mini-map? Probably. Let's go back over here. I thought I saw, like, here it is. Okay, it is this one. It'll let us do any old tree, but it's 100% this guy. Here we go. See if I remember how to do this. We probably want to get as low as possible. Oh, it's pretty easy. Yeah, kind of hard to mess that up. You just left click. Super simple. And then we're gonna press E to remove the stump. Are there any other trees on the property that they need removed? Let's go over here. Looking good. Looking good in this section as well. That might have been the only one. They said they wanted solar panels, though. I feel like a lot of these trees would block the sunlight, but what do I know, right? I'm just a guy. You knew it was coming. Yep, seems like we're good. Okay. Well then, let's actually continue working inside. Look at this tractor, though, dude. Classic squirrel brain moment right there. That's how we travel to and from this place is via tractor. That checks out. We're getting rid of these. I'm sorry, there's a leaf blower? Oh, this is amazing. All right, so we just need to like blow them all into one corner and then maybe we can pick them up. I'm not exactly sure how this is supposed to work, but that's what I'm gonna try to do. Because it doesn't seem like they disappear when you like try to blow them into the grass. Is this what we're supposed to do? Just blow them over to here? Oh yeah. Okay, sick. That was easy. I really like that. I don't think that we've ever done that before. Maybe we have. In my defense, it's been a really, really long time since we last played the original game. And since we've played a lot of House Flipper 2, I'm probably misremembering a lot of stuff. So that's my bad. But back inside the property, let's start getting everything nice and clean for them in here. So the aviary is going to go in here. I think that's going to be a really sick spot for it. All that decoration stuff is staying. We just collected our first round of rent, ladies and gents. We're in the money. It is only $276, but it's over the course of an entire year, which, if my math is correct, should be... We're gonna just put it on the screen. I thought about trying to do it off the cuff. Gave up pretty quickly. Okay, well, it seems like most of the original kitchen was all garbage. So all of the base cabinets have been chucked into the trash. You ever sit here and wonder, like, what happened here? How did it get to this state? It's filthy, dude. It's so gross. No wonder there were cockroaches. Ooh, okay, we got a little bathroom back here. That looks... I think we just stumbled upon a murder scene. That looks like blood. Maybe it's not, though. Hopefully it's not. This is actually a fairly small house. From the outside, it looked a lot bigger. Unlike the other one, I was sort of caught off guard by there being a bed here. If we were to sleep till the next day, do you think we would get paid out for our rental property again? Time will tell. Time will tell. I haven't seen a notification for it yet. Hopefully it's coming. I was curious actually about how that worked. Because like I have the time of day for the game set to... Let's pull out our tablet. Let's see. Wasn't there a clock in here somewhere? Is there really not I swear there was a clock. I was just teleported myself by accident. Anyways, I have the in-game time set to real time. So I wasn't sure how the whole rental agreement would work. Like what constitutes a day? Is it IRL days or is it... We should probably make that too. Or is it in-game days? And if it's in-game, how do we pass the time if the time is set to real time? You know what I'm trying to say? Maybe we just have to sleep. Cute little balcony out there, though. All right. Yeah, this doesn't seem all that difficult. Let's go back down to the main floor, and we're going to have to sell a lot of things, I think. That. And this. Oh, it's a wardrobe. Dude, I thought that was a wall. Whoops. That. Couch is staying. Light fixtures staying. That's going. Those are actually going, it turns out. Okay. Kind of cool, though. Lamp is staying. All that is staying. Trash. Light switch is staying. Trash, 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 trash. Those are staying put. Okay. Easy, dude. It's too easy. It's like we've done this before. This isn't going to be a bathroom anymore. Maybe. Because they want us to sell the installations as well. Which usually means it's going to be repurposed into something different. Usually. Alright, that should be everything. Oh yeah, there's going to be a doorway over here. Let's get the sledgehammer out. It's kind of a narrow doorway. Walk-in pantry. Because this used to be the kitchen, right? I think that's what's going to be happening here. It's a massive pantry. Good for them, though. Maybe they've got a lot of food. I don't think I have enough food in my entire house to fill a pantry of this size. Lentils up at the top. And then we will be moving right along here. Back to the cell tool. We're keeping these. And I think, let's just double check really quick. Wait. It says to sell something that's hanging in here. The plants. We gotta sell the plants. Okay, and then there's a wooden something rather. That. Is the aviary gonna be upstairs then? I'm so confused. That was such a cool little, like, atrium? Is that the word that I'm trying to think of? Sounds right. When you have, like, a vaulted ceiling like that. Okay, I guess we're keeping all the books. Get rid of most everything in here, probably. Did you guys also see that stain just fall off of the rug and onto the ground? That makes sense. Okay, a little gaming area over here. Another balcony. I don't think I noticed this one before. Oh, we're selling that too. Okay. They've got some ideas for this place, clearly. Some stuff that I would have never thought to do or try. Did I sell everything in here? Light. Switch. That's it. We're gonna buy a ladder. What the heck are we doing with the ladder? Okay, that balcony is no more. Didn't need to make the bed because it turns out we're selling it. That lamp was trash. And ceiling light. All right, cool. Next, demolition, ladies and gents, demolition. Pretty much all of the interior walls up here. They have to be smashed. So let's get after it. Demolition really is just the best. It is so satisfying seeing these walls break into a million pieces. All right, and thankfully we have a nice ghost outline here of what we're meant to do. So I'm gonna do that. This is gonna be a smaller room, but decent size. Fill this in. Fill this in, and then we'll do lentils here in a second, because I think... Oh, no, we're not doing any lentils over here. We'll just do these posts. And then switch back to the mega wall. fill this in. And that's it. A little bit of lintels over here. And that'll be all she wrote. All right. Not too terribly difficult whatsoever. This is beautiful. Honestly, that helped a ton. Really opened this whole space up. I think this room probably needs some windows or something. What are we selling? Why are we selling things? Don't tell me it's the windows. All right. They didn't like that one, I guess. Or this one. And then there's allegedly a ceiling light. That's getting sold. Okay, we're good now, though, right? We are good now. Perfect. Now, before we start... Glass wall? What the heck are they doing here? Before we start buying new objects for each and every room, I would like to go through and clean it up a little bit. Start the music. I forgot to do the music last time and actually cut the whole cleaning portion out. We might not even need music for this one, actually, because there's not that much dirt in here. We can try. We can try. We're already done with the main floor. Okay, yeah, no music required. We're just gonna leave that in raw. It'll be fine. Head back down. You know, there's one other thing that we should probably tackle before we continue working on the inside, and that's right out yonder in their little farm plot. So we're selling... What are we selling? It's not chocolates. Oh. They don't want the balconies at all. That's what we're selling. I don't think I would have done that, but this is their house after all. The whole roof? What did we get ourselves into? Oh my gosh, okay. And then we're gonna have to build somehow. Before we buy, let's get a scaffolding and head up top to see what the heck is going on up there. I don't even think this one's tall enough. I tried the other one and it stopped at like the second floor. Okay, I might be able to hardcore parkour my way up, but I gotta hit it at a bit of an angle. There it is. Are we adding a third floor? Please tell me this is gonna be an elevator or something. It's the perfect spot for one. We just have to fill this in. Whoops. I always scroll past the mega wall. And one more right here. Okay. Maybe that's for the solar panels? I don't know. I don't know. It'll all make sense eventually, I'm sure. Let's see. Door. Door is going here. And then some greenhouse glass. Ah, for the roof. Okay. I'm picking up what they're putting down. These are really challenging to place sometimes. It's just hard to get them in the right spots. There we go. All right. Next, we got two big glass walls. See, because they said where the aviary was going to go, and now suddenly, instead, it's here. I think. Unless this is going to be some sort of elevator shaft. I have no idea. What color was the front door? Okay. I want to try to match this door with how these other ones look. Otherwise, it's just going to seem out of place and kind of weird. Maybe we should do the same thing for the windows as well. Wait a minute. Can we can modify but I don't think we can copy. So that just says black wood. There we go. We'll change that one. Change this one, and then let's see if this one is the same. I think that's about as good as it's gonna get. The handle being gold, though, is throwing me off. I think we'll try that. Did this have a handle? Yep. Let's just verify. Oh, that's dark gray. Those are definitely black. Okay. Hang on, we can fix this, I think. We just got a hardcore... Snap both my ankles. Clean off on that one. There it is. Alright, dark gray, and dark gray. That's how it should have been. What about these? We need to change them at all? Nope, that's fine. Alright. We're doing paneling in there. What about out here? Solar panels. They're gonna do like a rooftop barbecue sort of chill area. And I'm still assuming... Sometimes it's not good to assume, but I'm still assuming that that little structure we just constructed is gonna be the aviary. Ooh, what do we do for this? Should we just send it like that? I wish they would tell us. Ooh, wait a minute. I didn't know it was like that. Holy cow, that saves so much time. That saves so much time. How are we meant to, like, get up there, though? Like, are we gonna do anything in this space? Well, we are gonna build some sort of structure. I don't think it's gonna have a staircase, though. Surely there's gonna be a staircase in here somewhere, right? That's what the ladder's for. It all makes sense now. It all makes sense now, finally. There it is. Okay. And then item modifier. Let's just make sure that this is black metal, black wood. Probably fine. Yep. Okay. Okay. I see it now. I'm starting to see the vision. So we no longer need this. It's going to be really difficult to get over there. How did I do that the first time? We'll sell it next time we're on the ground. It'll be all right. It'll be totally fine. Solar panels. They have instructed us where to put these as well, which is handy. Right there. Oops. Anyone else do that all the time? Accidental right-click when you're trying to place something? I don't know, maybe my mouse is just too sensitive, but I feel like it happens to me all the time. There we go. Cool. Yeah, they said place the solar panels where they're going to get the most sun. That's probably where they're going to get the most sun. Outdoor pillar lights. Okay, no gray outline for that. Is there anything else in here that has an outline? That is a negative. Cool. So we get a little bit of freedom there. We'll come back to it. What about these panels? Are these going on the outside? And the inside? That says rotated. Were these rotated? That makes it easy. There we go. Get this back wall. I bought too many of them. That's all right, though. We can maybe use these on the outside. And that is that room now complete. We'll leave the door open because we're going to have to travel back down the ladder momentarily. We jump up on these. Probably should have done the paneling before we put the solar panels in. Come on, guy. There it is. Oh, wait. How do we get the back, though? Me when I'm showering. We sneak... Oh, here it is. Here it is. We can sneak right around this way. And I don't have enough panels to do it, so I'm gonna buy more. So we don't have to come all the way back over here again. There we go. All right, cool. Try to sneak back over. See, like sometimes I get up on the railing super easily, and I don't know how I'm doing that. Let's get rid of you. And climb the ladder. Get rid of that last package of panels, and we are done up here for now. We still have to buy a few more things, but I want to see what else we've got cooking elsewhere. What about in here? Door frame. Ah, okay. Wait, no, I don't get it. Does that one go here? Ah, okay. And then this one is going here. Surely that's not the wood type that they want us to use, right? We should probably match this one, because I think this one's staying. So that's deep chestnut. This one is going to be deep chestnut as well. And same with this guy. I love the woodwork on top of those openings, too. I think that looks really nice. Next, buying more objects. We're going to paint this room white. We don't really have that much more to paint, thankfully. Because that, I gotta say, that does take the most amount of time out of every task. Painting. 100%. Let's do this first. I don't know if we're supposed to get rid of that wood trim next to the windows or not. Maybe we are. Oh. A little bit more paint. Maybe we're not. Are we done painting? Okay. We're done. What about... See, I wish I could find this paneling somehow, like with one of these tools. That way I could apply it to this corner as well. We're just gonna move on. We're just gonna move on. They didn't ask us to do that. Now we get to pick a carpet color. Let's try this one first. Not bad. Definitely not bad. I want it to look good with that wood paneling, and I also want it to look good with these. So maybe we should try to fill this in. Get a taste for how that's gonna look. What about the lighter one? Yeah, I think it needs to be lighter. 100%. So do that, that, and that. Fill this in. And then go from corner to corner. Nice and simple. Right on. Okay, that's done. We're doing the same exact carpet in here, so we'll take that from corner to corner. Please tell me this is going to be a walk-in closet and not some weird carpeted bathroom. A little bit more paint as well. Okay, looks like that's it. Sell off the can. And the rest is just buying objects. We'll do that in a bit. We're done here. More carpet. More carpet. All right, fill the windowsill in first. Doorway just because. And then all of this. We can complete the job if we want to. We've progressed long enough, but we don't do that. We don't do that type of thing here. Is this the panels? Are these the panels? I don't think they are. And then we're doing that in here, right? We might be keeping that. I don't know for sure. Let's just start with this. And like, that's a fresh wall. 24%. Oh, that's not the right panel. That was for upstairs and outside. Yep. Looks like we're doing the whole shebang. 93%, 96. One final package of panels, and I think we've done it. Just need to do right there and right here. Okay. Cool. I think that looks good, even with the carpet in here. It's unique, for sure. Oh, let's get rid of these so I don't make the same mistake later. All right. Buying objects, a turtle aquarium. Something to look forward to, you know what I'm saying? Brown floor tiles. Do that little spot first, and then this. And wall tiles as well. Ooh, they read my mind. It's not the same tiling, white subway tile to be specific, that I use. It's very large subway tile, but I dig it. I can get down with this. So this is gonna be their bathroom. Probably. Why else would you tile a room? All right, there it is, 100%. Let's get rid of them bad boy billies and everything else. Just buying objects. Well, I'm gonna slap the door in here, might as well. All right, and they were using deep chestnut. Let's go with a black handle. I think that'll look the best. And let's see. I suppose it doesn't really matter which direction the door opens up. That'll probably be fine. We'll figure it out. We can always rotate it too if we end up not liking it. Okay. Now for this. They didn't ask for this, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it. That way all their wood types are like matching and whatever. Metal, black steel. You bet your sweet Bippy. Okay. And now for the staircase. I would like to change this one also. Deep chestnut, deep chestnut, and black metal. Dude, we're crushing it. We're actually crushing it right now. I might have to. Coarse dark oak does match the outside, so we could probably leave that one. The brown pillow is fine. Might even make that a little bit darker. Handles are going to be black. And it's already using deep chestnut. Perfect. I'm changing this stuff just because it's staying. Oh, coarse dark oak, yeah. Otherwise, it's going to blend into that wall. Unless we're going to be painting? New panels. Okay, we might end up changing that too. But we've got another door. And that was dark gray. That's going to go right here. So they have easy access to their little garden space, because I guess this is just too difficult for them. It's probably gonna go right into the greenhouse that we'll build. Dude, I'm really liking this though. I'm really digging this spot. What about this? We got some sort of a, yep, pantry doorway. All right. Deep chestnut once again. And that's gonna go right there. Alrighty. You guys have probably noticed this by now, but I am trying something a little bit different with this episode, so you'll have to let me know what you think down in the comments. But instead of doing the usual sort of like fast-forwarded montage of painting and paneling or anything like that, I'm gonna try to just leave it all in normal speed, but just get rid of the face cam and not talk during it. You know, I don't have much to say when I'm doing that stuff anyways, other than like, I'm gonna put this panel here and put this panel here. You know, it's boring. It's not fun to try to make some sort of commentary over those parts. So we're gonna try that. Like I said, let me know what you guys think of that down in the comments. But I believe with that all done, the only other thing that we have to do in this area and upstairs is buy a bunch of furnishings. So we're gonna head back outside and try to figure out what the heck this is. They actually want us to mow. Okay, mowing we might fast forward or just skip over entirely. I'm not really sure yet, because that, you're not missing anything, TBH. What about this though? What about this? Let's start with the door. Surely they're gonna have an outline for the door? Or not? Part of me wants to move these in. Oh no, they have them laid out this way on purpose, I think. So, dark gray. That looks different though. That dark gray. Oh no, that matches, I think. No, not really. I think it should be black. Or maybe there's a different spot that they want these. Let's look around real quick. Survey the area for some sort of a ghost outline. I'm not seeing anything. I think that means that this is the spot. Wait. Yeah, and then in this plot, they want a corner roof segment, so it's got to be here. I am going to put the door somewhere that the door makes sense. Why is it like jumping and skipping around all over the place? Hello? Let's do it in the back. Wait, it's not even letting me place it there. What in the world, dude? I'm about to give up. I am about to give up. The door has to be placed onto these. That makes sense. Kind of. That kind of makes sense. Okay. So we can do this. And then the corners are different. Potentially. All the way over to here. Oh, corners just get filled in like that. Okay. I've got it now. There we go. Time for the door. Is it gonna work the way that I think it's gonna work? What? Dude, I'm so confused. It says 100% now, so I'm starting to think that maybe we didn't even need the door to begin with. Let's try selling that portion of it. And can we add the door now? Still no. Okay then. Well, we tried. Here we go. We've got the different roof segments. So this is gonna go over in the corner. Like so. And then same thing right here. Kind of finicky. Not super easy to place, but it's not terrible. Thankfully it like rotation snaps and everything when you like hover over these ghost outline things. So 3 more over here, and then we just have 3 flat panes up on the top. 1 there, 1 here, and 1 here. All right. So I think this is actually going to be their aviary, which is kind of a bold move if they're going to plan on leaving these little garden bed things in here. Because, like, birds eat... Oh, there's some rent again. That's nice. Birds sort of eat plants. If they're putting berries in here, the birds will eat them. They will also, like, poo on whatever they're growing in here. So I don't really know the logic behind that, but... yeah, just kind of seems weird. Let's go with a dark gray. Maybe a light gray. I think light gray looks good. What about the border, though? Light, granite, orange, orangey. I'm not liking any of these borders. I wish we could go borderless. Okay, that matches a little bit. And they wanted, what, 16 of these things? So let's see. If I were to put this one maybe here, and then we'll just start making a little walkway, I suppose. That does not look good. How do we do this so we can, like, get it to line up and go, like, down as an aisle? Or what if we just expand it out further? We're only at 5 out of 16. So let's do this. And then same thing here. The bricks aren't gonna line up, or the pavers aren't gonna line up. But I think this could work. Oh no. Oh no. We've got an odd number. I could do more. I could do more. They said they wanted 16, but we're gonna go a little over just so it's all neat and tidy and stuff. All right, mow the lawn. Oh, mow the lawn only in this spot. I think I'm probably gonna just mow the whole lawn, but we can knock this out really quick as well. Man, I was really hoping that someone was finally gonna pay us to mow the dang lawn. Granted, I mean, they are, right, to a certain degree, but just not the entire lawn, which I am a little upset about. Okay. That's done. Does look a lot nicer in here now. And let's see if we can figure out a good spot for all of these things. So, bird feeder, or bird bath, I'm sorry. Let's put that over here. It's not gonna fit. I think it has to go on a paver, so we'll put that here instead. And next, we've just got some birdhouses. Should we do deep chestnut, or should we make them stand out a little bit more? Let's maybe choose a lighter wood so they stick out. Perhaps some cedar? I am still being paid by Big Cedar. Let's do this so we can line them all up too. Usually they want to be a little higher, don't they? Let's do like 175 for this one. 175 away from that wall. And they want 3 of these. So 175 away from that wall, 175 off the floor, and then we'll split the difference here. Smack dab in the center. Now these other 3, shoot. For some reason I was thinking there were only 2. I was just gonna do 1 here and 1 here. I mean, we can do whatever. We could be a little sporadic with these, maybe. Let's do 1 up there. One up there, and then maybe one down here. That seems good. Is there even a... Oh, I didn't change the look of those. Is there even an opening on it, though? Maybe it's just really that tiny. Cedar. And outside of the box, we'll do deep chestnut. I do think how, like, the tool that we had in House Flipper 2, where, no, I didn't do that right. So I can't talk and do something. But the tool that we had in House Flipper 2, where we could, like, copy stuff setting, like textures and colors and stuff, and just paste it onto other similar items. I really like that. I could totally see... I could totally see that being useful here also. Right on. Okay. Aviary done. Again, super questionable that they're going to have their birds in that space with their vegetables and fruits and whatever else they're probably planting in there. Oh, they have a pup too? Gotta have a dog bed. That's a must. We'll put him under the staircase, sort of like a Harry Potter type situation. And this... Do we bother with changing all the wood types? I think at a certain point, it's redundant. You know what I mean? We could do this. Sort of flip the script a little bit. Let's try that. And this guy is gonna go somewhere over here. Okay, I like that. This is just a corridor. This is just their hallway. I'm into it. Okay, kitchen is probably going to take me a little while to get configured. Let's see, though, if they're going to give us that handy-dandy ghost outline. They are not for this one. That's okay. That's okay. I do think I'll probably gloss over me trying to get everything configured properly, though. We should choose a wood type. Bamboo? Cedar? Maybe some cedar action in the kitchen again? Let's do it. Let's do it. All right. I already know what you're going to say, Toogii. Those cabinets ain't cedar. And you would be right. I tried cedar at first, and I didn't like it. So these are now coarse, dark oak cabinets, and I think it looks a whole heck of a lot better. I was unfortunately dropped by Big Cedar, so I'm no longer receiving a paycheck from them, but that's okay. The other thing you're probably going to mention is, Toogii, that's a pretty weird spot for the fridge. And I would have to agree with you. I was really struggling trying to come up with a good configuration for this dang kitchen. I mean, the ghost outline in the last job really helped me out. This time, I think I had a little bit too much freedom. And these are what really stumped me. They're just massive cabinets. So I decided, since there was a similarly sized... actually, it looks like it needs to go over a hair, but that's fine. There's a similarly sized base cabinet or cupboard. I decided to basically just stack these two larger cabinets on top of one another to, I guess, mimic a pantry kind of thing. It worked. Definitely was not my first iteration of this configuration, though. That's a lot of Asians, but it came together okay. I don't hate it, and I think that's what's most important. Back in here, I already tackled this as well. It's not anything crazy. They just wanted us to add some shelves, coarse dark oak for the woodwork in there as well. And then we also have a light and a light switch. Lights in the kitchen were already done. I moved the light switch a tiny bit so we could put the refrigerator over there. As long as you have the triangle in your kitchen, right? Where they're draw an imaginary line from this to, say, your stove or cooktop in this case, and then to your sink, and then back to your refrigerator. As long as it makes a triangle, you're fine, generally speaking. I learned that somewhere, can't remember where, but it has come in handy. Okay, we're not quite done with this room, though. We still need to add a big ol' heckin' clock. Hopefully it's not too big. We don't exactly have a lot of real estate. Could put it up here. Or maybe above the refrigerator. Let's try up here. Maybe it'll make it seem... I don't like it. I think we should just leave that open. Let's put it over here instead. I was hoping that it would make it seem more better decorated. It didn't. It looked more cluttered, in my opinion. Table? What if we did that with black legs? Okay. Okay. You know what? I like this. And the table is gonna go as close to the center of this room as we can get it, while still giving us enough space for, I think there was a coffee table as well. Let's put that like this. 70 and 70. Still plenty of space to walk around it. That looks good. And then we're going to need some sort of a decorative feature thing on the center of the table. Let's do this. Change the bottle to black, though, because that's what we have hung up over there. And then once again, try to get this as close to the center of the table as we possibly can. The measurements are doing some really weird stuff here. I think that's probably good enough. As for the chairs, we're gonna do blackwood base, coarse dark oak sort of seat, I guess, and then seat cushion. Let's go with brown. Let's go with white. That doesn't look good either. Dark gray? Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. And they want 4 of these. So, 1 here. 1 here. Rotate it around. I just limited the amount of space I have on this side for chairs, but... it's alright. Let's maybe back these up just a hair. Just a hair. And then it won't look so weird. Alright, cool. Last thing. Big ol' heckin' plant in the corner. I'll just leave the base of it how it was by default. That's probably alright. A little bit larger plant. I'm thinking I could probably squeeze that in over here. And then the smallest plant is going to be our centerpiece here on the coffee table. Again, measurements doing some odd things. That looks good. Honestly, that looks really dang solid. What about from the outside? With the flat roof? Oh, you know what? The darker trim on that railing. I'm into that. God, the before and after for this one's gonna look really wild. Going from having a roof to not having a roof. Up in here, we're gonna do that little turtle aquarium. Very cute. Up in this area, though, we were still using that deep chestnut, so I'm gonna keep using that just to keep everything the same. That can go right there. I think that's probably the best spot for it. And a new ceiling lamp. What the heck is that? Sure, man. Hey, it's their house. We're just working on it. It's about center. And there was a light switch. Here we go. Okay. Super weird. I don't like it, but as long as they like it. That's what's important. Back in this room, what are we doing? 2 lights. I'll tackle the lights first. So let's go maybe 80 and 1. So 1 and 80. They need to be a little closer. Let's go like 1.5. Seems a little bit better. Light switch. It's gonna go here. Okay. Oh, this is a walk-in closet. All right. Are we gonna get a ghost outline? Should I just leave this wood default too? That seems too dark. Let's go back to our old pal Cedar for this. We are not going to get a ghost outline, unfortunately. We probably want the corner to start here, though, I would think. And then kind of work our way back. Let's do... You know what? Let's leave the mirror black wood. We'll do 0.5 off the floor. Something like that. We'll probably have more space in the back of the closet, too. Oh, there's a second corner. Okay, good. We'll probably have more space in the back of the closet, though, for the other mirror. Hopefully. Right about there, looking solid. And then this, I'm going to try to put in the middle, I think. Whoops. Forgot we were doing cedar there for a second. Yeah, let's try to put this right here. That might not work for the other cabinets. Ooh. We can't even center it. It's too odd of a size. So we'll do that. This one then. Cedar. And glass. That's cool. Will that fit here? Oh no. Oh no, what have I done? I think there's a skinny boy. There is a skinny boy. Skinny boy saves the day again. That's one right there. Cool. Yeah, that looks good. And then this last one, I think there's two of these actually. Should, whoa, what the heck? Okay, glass. That's what I was looking for. Should fit nicely here. That's kind of where I was planning on putting my mirror, though. So let's maybe move this to there. And these mirrors... Is it like a his and her mirror or something? Can't say I've ever seen that before. That one... I don't know where else to do it unless they wanted them on the ceiling somewhere. Because this guy has to go over here. Glass again. What? There it is. Holy cow, I got really nervous there for a sec. Yeah, I think that looks nice though. We could have done white wood too. Let's see what that would have looked like. I kind of like that more, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I'm gonna change this out. And it doesn't clash as bad as the cedar does with this other woodwork in here. Here's the last piece of the puzzle, so to speak. There it is. Beautiful. Dude, a big heckin' walk-in closet like that would be so nice. I have the world's smallest closet, but I also don't have that many clothes, so... I can't say that it bothers me too much. My wife, on the other hand, she needs a lot of space for clothes, that's for sure. What sort of wood type do we do on this? I dig that. The deep chestnut as like the back, and then not really feeling that as much. Cedar? Cedar could work. Bed sheet. Let's go with dark gray. And then what is that? Color? Oh, is that mattress? Mattress white, primary white, that's fine. Secondary, you know what? It don't even matter. It looks great. Now this guy, I think I want to put over here. Now, are we gonna need space for nightstands? If so, we should probably put it here. God, that's so sick. I mean, they kind of have little nightstands built in almost with the armrests there. Yeah, there are no nightstands, but this is probably the most logical area for this because I think this little bird cage is actually pretty good size. We'll change all these doors. You know what? Let's go cedar doors. Oh, that's the wood on the inside, huh? Cedar. That can be black. And the flower pots, let's go terracotta. Yeah, this is an absolute unit. This is definitely the best spot for that. Holy cow, dude. Can we, okay, we can't give them water. Can we feed them? No. Nope, doesn't look like we can really do much. It's their birds anyways. They're not really ours to take care of. Wait. Gotta change the metal. Gold is a no-go. And I think we're gonna want this here. So let's go to there. Maybe like that? No, I gotta center it up on the windows. I just have to. So that's good, and then here, we're gonna go out to there. I'm a lot happier about that. A lot happier about that for sure. What about this vanity now? There's always so many things that these people want crammed into their bedrooms, and it can be really, really difficult to get it all to fit. I mean, I could put it here. And then we just move this. Maybe we move this out more? Like to there or something? I don't love how close those are. Whoops. But I mean, you can still get through here even when the bed is down. So I think we're good. Just got a little poof over here. Light switch. Plant is gonna go right yonder. Because there's nothing else going over there in that corner. And then the lights, I'm sure we're supposed to go on either side of the bed. We can still try it. But it might look a little strange. It's not bad. It's not bad. Light switch. Right there. I've been yelled at in the past for placing my light switches, quote unquote, too high. And now I feel like I'm gonna get yelled at for them being placed too low. I don't know if I can ever win. That doesn't seem to be controlling the lamps. Is that one turning on and off? Oh, there we go. Weird. Cool. That is the bedroom done, the corridor done, the closet done. Now, for the bathroom. I think, oh no. We can't be having that. We cannot be having that. There we go. I think this is another one of those things where I'm going to have to sort of mess around with configurations, especially with having to install and uninstall the installations. So I'll see you guys here in just a few minutes.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Well, it took me a couple tries, but I think I've finally figured out a decent layout for this space. So we've got our freestanding tub right here and a shower. It does have glass. The graphics are so good now, you almost can't even tell that there's glass there. It's both good and bad, I suppose. Now over here, I still haven't figured out where I want the toilets or the sink. I think I'm going to do the sink first. We don't really need anything super narrow. I mean, we've got plenty of space to work with over here. Kind of liking the look of this thing. Ooh, something I didn't even think about until just now is that door. Did we change that to the deep chestnut? I don't think we did. I think it's using a different wood type. Let's try this one, though. With black faucets. Oh, yeah, dude, that's money. Cash. Oh, no. Every time. Every time. Okay. One down, one to go. When I said every time, it's every time I screw these in, these end up getting twisted as well, which is why we cause leaks. If the water's not on yet, then in theory, it shouldn't be able to leak, right? That is the theory. There we go. Now the water's on, drain is in, donezo. As for the toilet, there's only one option. So we're just gonna go with this one. Nice and simple. And that is going to go right yonder. It's a pretty easy one to install as well. There it is. I kind of like having the flush button in the wall. I don't know that I've ever used a toilet like that. Hey, it's probably got bidet features too. Actually, maybe not, because if the control panel is behind you, no, that wouldn't be a very pleasant experience. I don't think it has a bidet built in after all. Wood type for this, deep chestnut again, probably. And we'll put that right there. Last few things gonna be just one mirror. Let's see how big a magium is. Maybe in blackwood. Oh, it needs to be way bigger than that. That simply will not do. XL? I think XL. Yeah. That looks nice. It's got the influencer light built into it too. Let's move it up just a tad. There we go. Cool, I'm happy with that. Reflections looking much better than they used to as well. Well, I don't know about that, because the reflection is currently reflecting how the original room looked, with the desk in the corner and the door that's no longer there. The cogs on the wheel, there's a bed in the background, cardboard boxes everywhere. I mean, the reflections look good, but they're not reflecting properly. This, you know what? I was going to put over there. I might put it over here instead. I think that looks slightly better. Cool. Oh, this is totally the right wood color. Or wood type. Last thing. 2 rugs. Yellow. That's bold. I'm gonna go with white, I think. Probably want one here. They probably want a big one there, actually. Let's do a small one here. That way, when they step out of the shower, they have something to step onto and they don't get water all over the floor. And then this one, we're just gonna get the biggest one they have and I guess put it in front of the sinks. Just like that, the deed is done. Our progress bar isn't fully finished out though, so that makes me think that we forgot something somewhere. Let's check the... We did. We still have to finish up the rooftop. So we've got these little garden lamps. We'll change that light to white because the yellow looked a little too cyberpunk. This is going to go over in that corner. This one, of course, in the other. We'll turn them on. Now, we just need to find a good spot for the grill. I'm thinking we do grill on one side, lounge chairs on the other. And then the telescope could go, I don't know, over here. That seems good. Right there. Perfect spot. I think the grill has to go on this side. That way, when they are... Oh, budget will run out soon. Okay, thanks for letting me know. That way, when they are out here grilling, they have a good view of their driveway so they can see when their friends and family are pulling up, you know. Those are the things you gotta be thinking about if you want this to be as realistic as possible. Fire pit, I think I'm gonna try to just center up here. So where are we at? Oh, that's gonna get in the way. Hang on. We gotta do it back here a little ways. It's 365, and then we just go 365 away from that back wall. And there it is. No chairs for that, too. Seems kind of weird to just have that standing alone by itself. You know what? I'll keep the green. It's giving outdoors. We can put this one here. Rotate this one around a little bit. Put that one there. Looking solid. And last but certainly not least, we have some bird feeders and then those little lights. So let's do, since they love their burbs, Let's do a feeder right yonder. And then maybe one more over by the telescope. This is the very last thing. They just need some more light up here. So we'll do one here, and then maybe just one on either side of the grill. Seems kind of strange, but I think that'll work. Those are the areas that you would want to have illuminated at night, right? Got to be able to find the grill, and you got to be able to find the door. And just like that, our work here is done. Okay, I lied a little bit. Not intentionally, but now our work here is done. Dude, I couldn't help myself. It's just, it's such a big, wide open lot, and there's so much grass. I really, really like mowing the lawn. That's not a joke. I genuinely enjoy mowing the lawn. $18,698.06. But who's counting? That's what we're getting paid for completing this job, but let's see these before and afters. I did also take a thumbnail, just in case the before and afters, you know, ain't really that good. Usually they are. That big open, like, corridor, as they called it, seemed kind of weird to me, but, oh. I think they wanted the cabinetry in the closet maybe on the other wall, given where the camera position was at for the before and afters. But yeah, that big corridor was kind of weird. I suppose it's probably good to have a lot of space as like a main entryway. That way the rest of the house, you know, doesn't feel super closed off. I like that one. I think that was a fun job. And of course, now that we're back at home, back at our humble little abode here, that is where we're going to have to wind things down at for today. But once again, if you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, leave a comment, help support the dream by smashing that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Peace.